So today we are going to focus on the manifesting the true and the first steps to manifest our highest purpose. And into our journey today, we are going to explore a bit the steps for manifesting our highest purpose. Like what are the steps, how we can recognize them, and how we can be more aligned with them. What are the challenges that we may face into the path? Then how we can transcend those challenges. Then we're going to have the guided meditation for manifestation and transcending challenges. And then we're going to have some space for questions and sharings. So let's jump right away to the steps for manifesting our highest purpose. And if you see the image, I added a bit of magic there because literally it is a bit of magical to walk the path. And because this path doesn't really fit to the rational way of being that we have been conditioned. Like, well, as I write here, the steps towards the manifestation of our highest purpose, they do not correspond to the rational way of thinking and functioning that we have been taught. This movement is not based on pressure and hard work, but on the effortless flow that rises through our spirit. So through our conditioning and through this society and all this matrix, we all have learned that, yeah, you set a goal, then you make the steps, and with your logical steps, you go and manifest it. You go and achieve it. This can really be helpful for very practical things, but when it comes to manifest our highest purpose, which rises from our spirit, it doesn't really work. And I have tried it many, many times in the past to go in the rational ways of being and thinking and functioning, but it doesn't really work in this way. Because your highest purpose, it comes from a deeper space. It comes from the space of your spirit. And it functions with different laws, with different energies, with different structures. These are the spiritual laws. And it works with a very deep energy, with a different energy. It doesn't work with the mind energy. It works with spirit energy. It works with the energy of the heart. And the heart has a very different way of functioning rather than the mind, and rather than the ways that we have learned to function up until now. So definitely this path involves lots of trust, because you are going to face into the path of manifesting your highest purpose, definitely lots of obstacles and lots of doubts. And this needs some trust. To trust your spirit, to trust your path, to trust life itself, and to be able to move with this energy of trust. And this is not just a hocus pocus idea. This has its own spiritual structure behind of it. Because the trust itself, it has its own vibrations, it has its own energy. It creates a totally different energy into your being, into your space, into your heart, and into your mind also. And when you are in connection with this deep trust, then you start connecting with the energy of the universe itself, with the flow of love. And this energy keeps moving you then in a different pace. But it doesn't happen with the logical steps. It happens always a step at a time. Trusting, being present here and now, and allowing the path to unfold, allowing the vision to unfold, allowing life to rearrange itself so we can flow with it. And sometimes the path is uncertain. Like we know we want to organize everything, we want to have everything in order, and to know what's going to happen next, what's going to happen the next step, and the next step, and the next step. But it doesn't work like that. So that's why trust is really, really essential. And to be able to walk a step at a time. And this keeps your energy here and now. This keeps your energy into your potential. This keeps your energy in your totality here and now. It doesn't disperse the energy left and right, but it keeps you present. Then your energy is available to really function freely into your present moment. And in this way, you can achieve the best results as life brings you opportunities moment by moment. So definitely then it requires to act through the feeling of contentment. So contentment also is not another hocus pocus idea, like as many people say. I have seen many like people making fun of this feeling of contentment, which rises from like feeling or envisioning or imagining that how you would be when you'd have already manifested your vision or your goals, etc. And people are making some fun with it, like, okay, just feel how you are when you have manifested it, and it's gonna happen. But this has a different spiritual structure within it, like being able to be into this state of contentment and to be able to feel as if you have already manifested your vision and your path and your purpose. It brings this higher vibration within your being, which rises not from a fake idea, but it helps you to tap in into the contentment which exists within your spirit itself, within your being itself. And then, step by step, as you go deeper into this deep contentment, you start being really free from the outside expectations, from what is really happening outside or not happening outside. Because most of the time you are conditioned to feel content or happy or successful or joyful or appreciated when we achieve things from the outside, or when things are going in a good direction and are working for us, or when people are accepting us and validating us or whatever. But in this way, we are dependent then from the outside world. We are slaves of the outside situations. But when we reach to the real inner contentment, which is already within the being, within the spirit, and it's not depending on what's happening outside, then we are totally free from the action, from the reaction, and from the results themselves. And then we can really be in the now, in a really deep space of freedom, and then act in a very free way with no expectations, but acting through the state of contentment. In this way, we do not seek to grab something from the outside. We do not seek for anything from the outside because we are already content within. And then what comes as an action is an action of grace, is an action of joy, is an action of fulfillment. And then definitely from this space, we are going to create something very beautiful, whatever it is. Either it is a beautiful connection into a relationship, either it is like sharing a beautiful moment with a friend or with our children, or like with our coworkers, or just being with ourselves, or just making a step that feels really good from within. So if we are not in the state of contentment, definitely we are out of our path. And even if you have a very clear vision of what you want to manifest in life, what really feels like that makes meaning for you, what really feels like fulfilling your spirit, and you feel like, yeah, this is the way. If you lose this connection with your contentment and you don't move from the space, then you're going to be lost out there for real. And then the next step definitely requires flow. So this all go together, like trust, moving through contentment, it brings flow. So what flow means? It doesn't mean that you are just a victim of life circumstances and you flow with whatever life brings you and you don't respond or you don't react. Is that through this deep trust and this deep feeling of contentment, then you tap in into a different rhythm of life, because there are different rhythms in life. There is the rhythm of the mind and the structure of this fast-paced society, which is a creation of the egoistic mind, of this hungry ghost of this mind, of this ego, that only wants to earn and to take and never give back. So this is a different rhythm of life that most of the people are getting caught into it. And this is really well promoted and really well structured, but there is a different rhythm that comes from a state of love, from a state of trust, from a state of contentment. This is the rhythm of life itself. So when we learn to tap into this space, then flow is different. Then we start feeling that life is cooperating with us, which is actually the opposite. We are cooperating with life because life is always cooperating with us and always wants to guide us in a good direction. So when we learn to be in this state, then real flow starts coming. Our inner rhythms start coming in touch with the rhythms of life. And then we start experiencing beautiful synchronicities, beautiful connections, and also those so-called miracles, like beautiful situations appear out of nowhere. Beautiful connections appear out of nowhere. Suddenly solutions appear out of nowhere because you are just flowing through a different vibe, through a different energy, through a different rhythm. Because really remember that everything is totally possible and everything is really available here and now. Literally everything exists here and now. So when you tune in the right state, you start experiencing these kind of things that are really in tune with your being. And the steps then to move forward definitely requires so we stay focused on our highest purpose. What does it mean? This means that we do not get lost left and right to what are people or to what are other people doing, to how successful are other people in their own life, or we don't get lost in different other desires that may pop up from our unconscious, from our mind, from our past, or whatever. We don't get lost here and there, but we're focused to what is our highest purpose, to what really makes meaning for us, to what really brings fulfillment to our being, to our spirit, to our life, to our body. And we stay focused in this direction. What this does is that this takes out everything else that's not aligned with who you are, but keeps you really focused to your path, to your direction. And then your energy is much more focused. And then it starts moving all of it in the right direction again and again and again. So these are like four, let's call them steps or states or abilities that we need to start cultivating in order to be able to move deeper and deeper into the path. And there was something very beautiful that an elder that I met in my last journey now in Colombia, he was sharing some stories of creation, of life, etc., about their spiritual traditions. But there was something very beautiful that I kept through a story that he shared. I'm just going to share you the core of it. And he said, like, really, in your life, learn to talk only what is necessary. And when you learn to share and to talk and to speak only what is necessary, then you need to learn also to think only what is necessary. In this like huge amount of unconscious thoughts and stuff that are pounding around our mind, really learn to discern what is really necessary even to think, even to have in your awareness. Once you learn to master also this, then you start learn to only feel what is necessary. So through all this chaos of emotions and the feelings and this and that, really start learning to discern what is really only necessary to feel. And then he said, when you learn to master these three steps, then you start doing only what is necessary. Then you start acting and doing and manifesting only what is necessary, which brings us to really stay focused on our highest purpose and to be aligned with that. And very, very beautiful teachings. Very simple, but very, very beautiful. So then let's meet a bit like what challenges we can encounter into our path. So one of the challenges is that we will try to manifest our purpose, as I said before, in a rational way. And in this way, our personality or our ego will take over and start creating this harmony. So let's say that you have a very clear vision. You know what you want to manifest. And then this ego, this personality will agree with you, say, oh yeah, it's wonderful. It's like, it feels great to go in this direction, to have this happening. It's going to offer us so many beautiful things in our life. So yeah, let's go for it. And start kicking in. And starting taking the driver's seat of your body, of your mind, of your emotions and actions and ways of being, and start really acting and going forward in order to manifest your vision and your purpose. But it's going to be always a failure, because never your ego cannot succeed what your spirit was meant to succeed. It has a totally different energy. It has a totally different vibration and totally different way of functioning. So this is something very, very refined and very subtle to be aware of when your ego and your personality kick in and it wants to take over. In order to be able to understand that, definitely you need to be much more aware of your being, of your spirit, of the quality of the energy of your spirit, of the ways that your spirit function, of the ways that your heart function, of the ways that your being and your spirit and your heart really perceives reality, and the ways that it wants to connect, that it wants to act, in the ways that it wants to be alive and to be in action and to connect and to speak and to all this kind of stuff. So there is a very fine line there, which many people do not really get it, but it's really worth of getting into this fine line, in this subtle space, because this can make a huge, huge shift into your life. To really know who is guiding the vehicle, who is the one guiding your life. Something else that may be a challenge is that many times you will be unconsciously or consciously influenced from external events. We will see the world as hostile and we will believe that there is no room in life for our purpose. So let's say that you want to live like a beautiful life, right? No, I never met anybody that wants to suffer. So we all want to have a beautiful life, let's say. So, and you want to have love and joy and happiness and abundance in your life. And there are many beautiful gifts that you carry into your spirit, and many subtle gifts and subtle qualities and beautiful things that you want to create. And then you look around and you see war happening, and you see bombs going on, and you see like people being hostile to each other, and you see people being angry, and you see people suffering from poverty and this and that. And then you say, but yeah, it's beautiful what I want to bring and what I want to create, but it doesn't seem that there is space for this kind of stuff in this world. It doesn't seem that this world is really providing what I need or what I have to share. And this is a lie. This is like a really, really deep lie of the mind. This doesn't mean that difficult things are not happening in the world. But this doesn't mean also that beautiful things are not happening also at the same time. So here you really need to step out of this drama that is being promoted from the outside, to not feed it at all. And here comes what I shared before, like really stay focused on your path, on your purpose. And I'll share a little bit later, like how we overcome this. But this could be a really, really deep challenge that can block you, that can keep you back, and can bring some discouragement. And many times we are also afraid that we will fail or that we'll lose what we have, and we stop our efforts. And this is another layer of the mind, of the ego, of the inner pain body that will start bringing this fear of, oh, maybe I will fail, maybe I'll not manage to do it, what I was thinking when I started, and wow, I lose also what I have now. Maybe what I have now is not what I really want, but at least I have something, you know. All this kind of stuff will come rising, you know, because really when you start moving to manifest your highest purpose and to move in a different direction, it means that you slowly will start leaving things aside, you know, we'll start stopping to really live in the old way that you used to live, and there are things that will not fit with your direction, and you slowly start making things to go out of your life, and all these fears will come, you know, like, wow, what I was thinking and why I do this, and maybe this is like a path that's not secure, and at least I had a bit of security before, and this and that, things were a bit more stable. So all of this will pop up. So be prepared and don't bite and don't follow this candy. This lollipop is like really a fake idea of the mind, a fear that you need to overcome and move forward. So here comes also this trust, really trust. And then another step is that we may lose focus. That's why, as in the previous step, the last step was really stay focused on your highest purpose. So you may lose focus because many things will come in your life. Many desires may pop up, many difficulties may pop up, many other stuff will come up, and you may lose focus. You may disorient yourself. Maybe fear of commitment to the path will come and scatter your energy in many directions. I have met many people that are really afraid to commit themselves to the path because they feel that they're going to lose something. That maybe I lose this from life. If I commit myself all the way into this path, I'll lose this, I'll lose this, I'll lose a bit of this fun, a bit of this fun, maybe some friends, maybe that. And then we are afraid to really commit to walk the path. But this is also an illusion. So let's see then, what are all these illusions, how we can overcome them. So the first step is to understand that the path of manifesting our purpose, as I said before, belongs to our spirit and not to the personality. And then we need to give authority to our spirit to guide our path. So do not give authority to your ego, to your personality to guide your life and to guide your path, but give full authority to your being and to your spirit. And this can start just with an intention into your meditation, into your daily life, like just stating within you that I give full authority to my spirit and to my being to guide totally my life, to really move forward and to really manifest freely in its own way, in its own way of functioning and being. What are my real purposes? Even if you do not know what it is, your intention will start planting the seed. And then it will start recoordinating all of your inner being. And then we also need to connect with the bright side of life, with the supportive forces, situations, and people who can support us. So as I said before, like how we can really meet this part, the hostile part of life, we need to meet it with this. We need to change the direction and to start connecting with the bright side of life. Because yeah, there is the pain part of life, but there is also the bright side of it. And it's not just a theory or just a movie. It is really there. It is a frequency and energy that exists within us, but also exists also outside of us. So when you start shifting your energy and you really start coming into your spirit, into your heart, into your being, and you really start focusing in the bright side of life, in the beauty of life, in the supportive forces. There are supportive forces that can support you. It's like universal forces, which are, let's say, the forces of the seven directions. There are the elements. There are whatever like higher spiritual forces you believe in, whatever like your inner being, your higher self, like whatever is something supportive as a higher force start connecting with this energy. Wherever you believe, start connecting with it. Start finding a way to nourish this connection with something supportive. Nourish that space, nourish that connection. And then also start connecting with the right people, with the right situations, with the right circumstances that are supportive, because they are around you. They are in your life. Maybe you don't see them, maybe you don't connect with them. And I have seen many, many times when people shift their inner state, suddenly they start to realize, oh, there are people around me that care for me, or there are people around me that love me. Oh, there are situations that I can be engaged in that are supportive. And we can be only able to be aware of them when we change our inner state. Because if you don't change your inner state and you are in a low vibration, which means that there is pain, there is fear, there is anger, whatever. When you are in this state, even if somebody comes to support you, you push them away. Even if somebody comes to say, I love you, you say, fuck off. So many times you can have, I guess you have had this experience when you were angry or in pain, etc., and somebody approached you to say, I love you, or to hug you, or whatever, and you didn't want to push them away. Because when this state comes in, this is the only game in town. So we need to be a bit more wise than that and to shift it and to not remain into this state, but really shift it. Come back into your being, into your spirit. Change your vibration, change your mindset, change your alignment. Come into a different space. Then you will be able to see all the opportunities that are around you because they are around you. And then definitely we need to stay focused, as we say, on our purpose and understanding that our path contains much more joy, prosperity, and love that we can ever imagine. So this starts really shifting this fear of commitment, etc., that we'll lose something from life or this or that. When we really tap into this space, you can really understand that literally your path, the path of your spirit, and when you really move in this direction and you start really fulfilling and moving into the direction of fulfilling your highest purpose, you will literally start understanding that your path, your unique path, literally has within it much more joy and prosperity and love and juiciness that you could ever, ever imagine. Because this path is not designed from the limitations of the mind. It doesn't come from the programming and the conditioning that came from society. This is a totally different direction. This comes from something much more deeper, from your own spirit, from your own being. And your own being and your own spirit is not created from the society, is not created from the stories of life, is not created from the limitations and the traumas of life. But your spirit is created from the divine itself. So when the divine itself brings your spirit here, it doesn't bring your spirit here to suffer. It has not created a path and a life which is full of limitations. So this transcends all of the stories of life, of the society, etc. And it really can open a path that you could ever imagine how beauty and love and compassion and joy and abundance can exist there. All these limitations are just imaginations of our egoistic mind. They all have come from our egoistic mind, from the pain body of the humankind. In the realm of the spirit, in the realm of the divine, in the realm of the heart, limitations do not exist. Poverty does not exist. Pain does not exist. Sadness does not exist. It's only love, joy, happiness, beauty, abundance. That's all that is inside there. There are no limitations in this state, in this space. So we need to shift it. And we need also to learn to live in the present moment and take a step at a time. So even if you have the big vision, the big direction, you know what you want, you know how, everything, The only way to go there is one step at a time. So what some people do, they get lost into the map, into the direction, which is getting lost in the future and lose what's happening in the now. So to have a direction is good, but it's just the map. It's just to know that you are going, let's say, I don't know, from Germany, from Berlin to another town, or from, I don't know, Athens to Thessaloniki. It's just a map. But you cannot jump directly from one step to the other. You need to go step by step there. So we always need to be here and now, connected with our being, with our heart, with trust, and everything else that we mentioned before, and to literally learn to walk and enjoy every step that is happening here and now. Something very, very important that we forget. So these are some steps that are worth of really exploring and deepening into them, and really learning to cultivate them, so we can go deeper and deeper into the space. So now is the time that we move into the practice itself. I hope that you got convinced that's good to go in this direction. So let's move into the practice itself, and then we're going to explore some of the steps inside of us, and to really help our unconscious, conscious, and hyperconscious to be aligned with this frequency, with this energy, to embrace all these inner states and to open the path so we can learn to move consciously in this direction. So for this, the only thing that's required from you is just remain like in a state of innocence, really being open, forget everything that you know or you don't know, like really be present and open and innocent and available, and allow all the energy to guide you. There will be some times that I will ask you to open your eyes, because I'm going to share with you some of images of some flowers and mushrooms that bring a certain vibration into the space, a certain energy. So then I will ask you at some point to open your eyes, so you can bring into your inner being this specific vibration, this specific energy that can help you to move forward into the next steps of the journey. So yeah, for now, just allow yourself to find a comfortable position, closing your eyes. And just connecting with your body. Taking some gentle and deep breaths. Just feeling any sensations that may exist right now into your body. Just being aware of them. Let them be as they are. And gently, gently breathe through them. And literally feeling as if you are breathing through your whole body. Like your breath is moving through your whole body. And also give a good smile to your body. Gently smile and allow this gentle smile to move together with the breath through your whole body. Allowing this gentle smile to go through all the cells of your body. So all of your body starts feeling this gentleness, feeling that you care about it, that you love it, that you want it to be full of health and joy and happiness and love. And allowing it to share this smile back to you. Gently, gently open up to receive this smile from your body. And actually from every cell of your body. Literally open up yourself to feel what's like to be. What's like to be into the presence of trillions of living beings, which are your cells, smiling at you unconditionally. Because they don't really need anything from you. They're just smiling to you. You're smiling at them. A gentle, gentle meeting. Gently opening up, opening up. Yes. And also allow yourself to feel this breath as it goes through every cell with a smile. Feel also this breath as if it's full of light, a gentle but bright light. Bright, gentle light moving through all of your cells, through all of your body, through all of your being. Hmm. Yes, feeling your body and your cells bright, fresh, smiling, happy. Mm-hmm. Yes. And allowing this gentle smile to move together with this breath of light, to move through any emotions that may be within you, allowing the smile and this breath to move through any stories that are creating whatever emotions, or through any stories which are created through whatever emotions. Allowing this gentle smile to move through all the roles that you have been playing unconsciously or consciously into the stories. Like gently smiling through, gently allowing this smile and this light to move through all those stories, through all those emotions, through all those roles, through all those situations. And literally allow yourself to feel that you can let go now from all those roles, all those stories and emotions, allowing them for now to become like small particles and literally evaporate into the space. letting go, letting go. Nothing to figure out, however demanding they may be. Whatever solutions they may demand, let them go. Yes, let them go. And allow this breath of light, this gentle smile to move also into the mind, into the thinking process. So whatever thoughts are coming there, allow this light to move through all those thoughts and to really move through the center of your perception and clean out whatever interest you might have about any type of thoughts, letting them go. Allowing them to become like small particles and evaporate totally into space. And for a moment, you feel your room becoming full of light, the walls, the ceiling, the floor, full of a gentle and bright light, gentle and bright light. And you are totally transparent. Nothing is within you, neither emotions or feelings or thoughts are totally transparent. And only a ray of light remains, the light of your spirit. Allow yourself to feel this light, the light of your spirit in your central axis. Gentle and bright light. Allow it to connect with its source. Just allow it. Give it full authority and permission to be active here and now, to connect naturally with its source. Yes, feeling all of your being full of light now. So as you are in this lightful space, allow whatever unfulfilled desires or needs to come up, to go out of you, maybe left or right or behind, but out of you into this space of light, together with the inner identities to which they belong. Allow them to be there, allow them to come up, whatever unfulfilled desires or goals or needs. Allow them to come up gently, gently allow them to come up. And each of them will be into a sphere of light together with the inner identity to which they belong. But give them space and remain in this light that you are now. Just be there. Some more are coming. Allow also them to come. No worries, let them come. Very good. So let them go a bit further away from you. Let them be nourished by this light. Let them be embraced. But let them go a bit further away from you. Very good. Allowing them to lose any influence that they have been bringing to you. All right. And as you remain now only with this light, let's start from the basics. So as you are in this light, allow the light of your spirit to show you what is its purpose, first of all, for your body. What is its vision, its purpose? What does it want for your body? How it wants your body to be? How it wants to experience your body, your health, your energy in the body. Allow it to show you. Maybe it can come through vision or through feelings or a word may pop up. Allow this light to really show you what is its purpose for your body, how it wants your body to be. How your body would be so it can really host and embody properly the light of your spirit. So it can be a real reflection of your light. How will your body look like, feel like, sound like? Like notice how it feels like to be in this kind of body, how it feels to have this kind of purpose about the body, first of all. Really breathe into it. Open up, yes. Allow your body to feel it. Yes. Allow your body to feel how it feels to be like that. Yes. And then once you go a bit deeper into it and you start embracing this, feeling like that, and allow your light to show how it wants to be in life. What is its purpose for life? How it wants to show up in life, to exist in life through this body. What is the energy that it brings? What are the qualities that it shares? What are the gifts and the abilities that it carries with it? How it's like when these qualities and these gifts and these talents and these abilities are really activated, they're shining freely, they're embodied, and you walk with them like that. Like, how do you look like? How it feels like to be like that? How do you sound when you speak from this space? How is your voice? How do you look to yourself when you are like that? Breathe into it, open up into it. Open up, breathe, embrace, allow. And when you are like that, this beautiful light, do you really connect with life? Like when you are totally like that, what is life for your spirit? How do you connect with life when you are like that? How you walk, how you talk, how you see people, life, everybody through these eyes. your light. Mm. And really notice now and allow your light to show you what have you really come to offer to life. What is the highest purpose of your spirit? In which way your spirit has come to enrich life? What it has come to offer, what qualities, what gifts. These are your superpowers. Understanding in what way you have come to enrich life. What qualities come naturally out of your spirit, out of your being. Allow them to shine. Allow them to shine. So forget about what you have come to take from life. Focus in what way you have come to enrich life. What are the qualities that your spirit offers in life? And stay in this space. Just stay in this space. Don't go into practicalities. Stay in this space. And from this space, feel that you are connecting with the earth, and you feel a bright light coming from the earth, and you are connecting with the earth like that, and your life like that. And there is light coming out of your being, and this quality is being shared. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And now, connect with a specific area of your life that needs balance or alignment. But stay in this state and bring this area of your life in front of you as you stay in this state. And just stay in this state and breathe. Stay connected with your heart, with your spirit, with the light of the earth, with your qualities and gifts, with your body shining. And start breathing in and out these qualities towards this area of your life. And remain present. Don't get lost into the area. Stay aligned within you, into the state of contentment within your spirit. Breathing in and out these qualities. And notice what happens as you start meeting from this space with this area of life. And these beautiful qualities are overflowing this area of life. They are moving through this area, through those people, through those situations. And you keep on breathing and being aligned and allowing those gifts and qualities to move through. breathing. Keep on smiling. Keep on shining. Yes. And notice how this area of life is being enriched through these qualities. Yes. That's it. Notice what's being created there. You don't have any intention to change anything. You just stay aligned. Stay into your spirit. Stay into your qualities. Stay into the connection. Heart of the earth, the heart of the sky. Keep on breathing. Spreading these qualities. Being into your heart, into your center. Notice what changes. As you enrich this area with these qualities. And as you do so, you keep on doing that. Bring into this light whatever other parts of the personality or ego that have been functioning in this area. Bring them into the light. Allow them to go out of you, to come into the light. Be aware of their way of functioning, of their way of thinking and acting and talking, decision-making mechanisms. Yes, or all of their rationality, which is not rational at all. Let all of it go into the light. Strange. A rationality that doesn't make sense. So let it go out into the light. Let it be cleansed out and keep breathing into your qualities. So your inner being starts understanding the difference of staying into your alignment, breathing through your qualities, spreading and enriching the space with your qualities, at the same time releasing all the other parts, all the other conditioning, releasing them into the light, understanding the difference, and establishing a new connection. And from this space, allow yourself to open your eyes and connect with this flower in the screen and allow it to come in within you. Allow it to activate this quality of trust. This quality of really being in the now through trust. Stop planning about the future. Stop worrying about the future. And start trusting the now, which brings you into a state where you can do the best here and now. So this teaches us that the way to take care of your future is to do your best here and now. So if your energy is focused with trust here and now, you will do your best into your here and now moment, which will by itself create a positive future. The action that you take into the now creates your next step, which is your future. So really, Allow this light to come in, this light of trust, and add this quality into the path, into this area of life. Bring this trust. And allow any parts of the self that maybe were there with worries, with stress, with overthinking. Allow these parts to move out of you and start bringing this deep trust within. Start connecting with trust, with this space. And breathe in and out. Start establishing a new connection. Allow your being to move you forward, like moving with trust. Start trying that. Moving with trust, breathing through your qualities. Keep this area of life in front of you, transforming, shining. Feel deeper meaning. Yeah. Feel the beauty unfolding. Stay into the state of trust and move on. Entering into a different timeline, the timeline of trust. That's it. That's it. Yes, and now we connect some different elements, these mushrooms, this moonstone, this hawk. This brings protection from the energies of matrix, of this collective shadow, the collective dark influences. So stay connected with your path, with this area of life, with your qualities, with your gifts. Keep breathing with trust and start bringing these mushrooms also into the space, this bird and this crystal. This will bring a very deep peace. You'll start removing from your space all the shadow influences, transcending them, and bringing you into the space of the universal energy, of the love energy, helping you to be established and connected with different sorts of energy, stating that your being and your life does not belong to that collective shadow and shouldn't be a subject of influence from that energy. That your life and your path belongs to the universal light, love. And this is the only energy that you give authority to influence and to guide your life. Opening up to this beautiful space, receiving it, and stay connected with the path, with the vision, with this area of life, with your qualities and gifts. Yes. Mm-hmm. Transcending all those other layers and bringing into the light all those parts of the self that were influenced from the collective shadow, all of the limitations that they were carrying, all the fears, all the doubts, all the illusions, all the disorientation. Bring them back into the light, let them go out of you. To allow yourself, yes, to be in this presence of love. Feel guided, protected. Feel all of your being, all of your life, all of this area of life influenced and guided only by love. By the real backbone of reality, which is the presence of love, presence of grace. That's it. That's it. Now we invite the state of light from this butterfly. Just allow it to come into your space, to connect with your spirit, with your being, and really give full authority now to your being, to your light, to show you what is its way of being. What is the way of your spirit to be in life? How it talks, how it relates, how it connects, how is it functioning with its qualities, with its gifts, how it moves in life. Yes, and allowing your being also to release all those other tendencies and habits, behaviors and ways of being that you had unconsciously absorbed from this unconscious society. You don't have come here to be into these boxes, to fit into these realms, into these ideas of how to be. You have come to enrich this life with your unique way of being, your unique qualities, your unique gifts. So really releasing all of those situations and really open up to start experiencing what is the unique way of your light to be, to connect, to relate, to act. That's it. That's it. Notice what happens when it moves in life like that. When it brings all of these gifts, all of these qualities and keeps on shining. Notice how is the connection with other people. How is the connection with the self, with the earth, with life. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Feeling real good to be who you are. Like that. Feeling that, yeah, now I fit into myself. Yeah. Embracing this. Allowing, allowing your being to show you what's like to be who you are, this light, to move in life like that. Allowing, allowing, allowing. and hold this beautiful, beautiful energy inside of you and in front of you. Hold this image, this way of being. Open up to it. Allowing all of your being, all of your unconscious, conscious, hyperconscious, and your body to feel that, yes, that's the way to be. These are the qualities, the gifts that I have come to offer in life, in this area of life. That's how my body feels when I am like that. That's what it's like to walk, be like that, to live like that. And I totally embrace it in every layer of my being, and I give full authority to my spirit to walk in this way in my life, to guide in this way in my life. So all of my unconscious, conscious, hyperconscious will be totally aligned with this way of being. We will move forward in life. All of this, stay in this light. And now imagine that you are entering into this circle, that it is in the screen. You are the person in the center, in the circle. Yes, and allowing your being to embrace all of this alignment, all of this way of being, and this vision, and this image, and these qualities and gifts. Allowing this to be sealed within your being, to be properly aligned, to settle. Giving full authority to all of your being to start living in this way your life. Allowing the forces of the four elements to be aligned within you in a good way so they can nourish this alignment. Allowing the fire to warm up all of this light within, all of these qualities, to keep them alive, warm up this area of your life. You can keep on shining. Allowing the water to bring its flow inside of you. And all of these emotions flow into your path, to open up totally the path so you can be able to flow like free water into your life. Allowing the energy of the earth to stabilize this light within you and these qualities, to stabilize them, to strengthen them, to give them a fertile ground to blossom. Allowing the energy of the air to clean all of your thoughts, to clean out all of your space, so you can have deep clarity through the light of your spirit to make clear decisions and to see clearly the path to move forward in a good way. Allowing all of these elements to be aligned within you, to be sealed in a good way, in a harmonious way, in a balanced way. Yeah. So slowly, slowly you feel your space being totally aligned, bright sphere of light around you, sealing properly your space. All of your being coming in deep, deep balance and alignment. feeling grounded, balanced, and ready to continue the rest of your life in this deep, deep alignment. When you feel ready, you can slowly, slowly open your eyes. Prepare yourself to continue step by step, moving forward.